Okay, here is how you could set up this homework problem. So here is this spigot or say nozzle or something, and water shooting out at A, okay? And we have a gauge pressure right here, I believe, of 2 pounds per inch squared. All right. So what we need to do is I did a 2D sketch. Over here, the green dotted line is my control volume. So I'm looking at what's going in and what's going out. Okay, so easiest, I just picked point 2 as out. Okay, and then coming in right here inside the red pipe is state 1. Okay, that's coming in. Then I have my external forces, Fx and Fy. Okay, these are the forces that are like holding that nozzle in place so it doesn't move. And then because we have a gauge pressure, we have a pressure force right here acting perpendicular to the control volume, which is P1A1. Now we could put weight here, but I believe the problem neglected it. So I'm just going to take it right out. Okay. So label going in, going out, your external, your pressures, and any other forces, and identify your directions. So up is Y, to the right is X. Okay. Now, write your summation of the forces. So you got summation of the forces in the X equals summation of m dot Vx out minus summation of m dot Vx in. And then it's the same for the Y direction. All right, out minus in. Okay. I picked my direction coordinate to the right for X is positive, and going up is positive for the Y. Now, what I like to do is do the left of the equal signs, which is the sum of the forces. We have a negative Vx, or sorry, negative f of x, a negative f of x, and then P1A1 is positive, and there's no other forces. And it's equal to, now we got to look, there are no out velocities in the x direction. The only out is in the y. So this term goes to 0. We have to keep the negative here. And then we have m dot 1 coming in times v1. And we have to make sure, because this is a x direction, we have to make sure that v1 is positive and it's going in the positive direction. Now let's look at the y direction. We have f of y. That's it. We could put negative w, but we neglected weight. Equals, look at what's going out in the y direction. We have m dot 2. And because this is going downward, we have to make sure we put the negative here. Okay, v2. And then there is no velocity in the y direction coming in, so that term goes to 0. Okay. Now, that's your problem. Then you can solve for f of x. So I'm going to put P1A1 plus m dot 1 times v1, right? Bring that over to the other side. That goes over, yep. And then we have f of y. The cool thing is I like to look at f of y. If we're shooting out water, and you've done this in your probably shower with the shower head, if the water shoots downward, this nozzle actually is going to want to shoot upward, right? So this y direction, because it's negative, should actually be going downward. So it's holding that down. Okay. All right. So I always like to check, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So this hopefully will help you set up this homework problem. And now you can just kind of manipulate the problem. All right. Let me know if you have more questions.